I don't know where Mythos is. Literally, please, I swear to God. Literally, please touch grass.
Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. So unlike other Dead by Daylight drama channels who call out someone for getting slightly mad at the game, leading to them being completely deplatformed, deleting their Twitch, and having their personal info spammed in his comment section, I'll be calling someone out who actually deserves it this time. Because instead of just cherry-picking clips of someone getting mad at the game, and using it as fuel to send my legions of droids to send them death threats, see this video for more information, because it's the only content you can make when you have sheep opinions and aren't funny or talented at the game, I'll be covering someone today who promoted massive harassment and near deplatforming, illegally copyright-struck videos criticizing her, sounds familiar, huh? And punched down harder than the Messiah himself. And unsurprisingly, this is a situation that our Lord Protector himself refused to cover, despite it having all the makings of a degenerate actually worth calling out, because I assume just like the Total Dranny and Otsdarva / Nina situations, he would be contending with someone with an actual audience who's not heavily hated and wouldn't be punching down on a smaller streamer who averages 5 to 10 viewers for once, or 300 subscribers. So me, as the self-proclaimed leader of the Vox Populi, standing up for the little guys against the corruption and double standards of this horrific community, I will not be censoring the names as a vain attempt to shield myself from any criticism while failing to blur their names, because the psychopaths who are dedicated enough to find these people will find them, and there's not much I can do about that. All I can say is do not harass this person, they do not need it. They're not gonna take this criticism well to begin with, because they're not used to being criticized and they live in an echo chamber of their own chat. They already have a massive ego and the personality traits of the fake smiling Wojak. They are not gonna listen to your harassment. Just don't, okay? I know that there's a few weirdos who are gonna go and harass her, but there's nothing I can really do about it, and it just kind of comes with the territory. I don't want to cancel this person or humiliate them, unlike some. I just want to bring some attention to some vile behavior because it was brought to my attention by the recipient themselves. Anyways, without further ado, allow me to introduce you to GrossGoth, and our main topic of this video, GreenieDBD. And what is there to say about this person? I mean, not much. They're just the average Survivor one-trick streamer who only plays in Swift, but whines about everything the killer does, constantly, despite playing the easiest role in the game. You've seen it a million times.
Ew, Franklin's? Oh, you're nasty. That's really disgusting, and there's nothing here. Yeah, unfortunately, I just go down, gamers. There's like nothing for me to play along. Because he can just Franklin's me. Oh, that's disgusting. Wait, I don't want to play this match, but I have to, don't I? I have to.
I'm not too familiar with them myself since I basically never use Twitch, but they're fairly well known, and they stream basically every day to a pretty decent viewer base. If I was the average toxic TTV channel, I would just cherry pick some clips of her raging and complaining, because she is an extreme crybaby, but that's not what I'm going to do. I'm also obviously not hiding the name here because I don't care. I'm not going to act holier than thou here because I'm not fake. I truly just want to stand up for someone who is obviously wronged in this situation, and that's what I'm going to do. So what's funny about this is GrossGoth actually reached out to Spooks first in an email, as I foreshadowed earlier, and gave him a fairly comprehensive list of everything that happened in the scenario, from the match that they actually played, to the crying afterwards, to the massive callouts and harassment on Twitter, and even the subsequent illegal copyright abuse. This is what taking it outside the game looks like, by the way, not calling someone's VTuber ugly. This absolute lolcow lost to GrossGoth's Pig on Suffocation Pit, you know, one of the most survivor-sided maps in the game, in a duo versus Pig, you know, one of the weakest killers in the game. They got incredibly butthurt over her slugging on Pig, despite having comms and multiple perks that could easily counter a slugging M1 killer with no power. I'll show you some of the clips from the match now. These are all from GrossGoth's video that was taken down via illegal copyright abuse, which if continued could possibly delete her entire channel, but who cares, right?
What? What? Oh! What the fuck is this type shit? It wasn't even a...
You're camping dead bodies, you little...
Oh my god.
That's why you're losing people. Our killers absolute effing losers today!
Losers! Loser alert. Loser, loser, loser. I don't know where Mythos is. Literally, please, I swear to God. Literally, please touch grass. Like, this is my job. You're working harder than me, babe. I'll try my best to get you with Wiglif. This is actually so crazy and cringe. She doesn't want to chase with me. She doesn't want to chase me. She doesn't want to chase me. What's going on? Okay, I get you again.
Get your smells!
Also, they're TTV gamers. Can I get exclamation TTV?
Don't you exclamation point TTV them.
They can take the gameplay from you. They slug Skill for almost 4 minutes. Skill didn't get to play the game, and the killer gets no consequences for it. That's the state of DBD right there. That's absolutely insane, gamers. I hope I end up in a TikTok.
I mean...
I would like to see myself in a TikTok. Wait. Why are you in my chat right now? Hello? This guy, the GrossGoth, he's like trying so hard to be different. He said, you guys didn't like my piggy build? Why do you think, what? I hope you get your content. I really, really do. I would love to see myself in a TikTok. I can't imagine trying that hard for content. Bro wants to be different so bad.
What?
Should I make the salty content on this guy?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
You don't think that people would laugh at him though? Or her?
I mean, it's just not worth your time.
I do agree. Most people are not worth my time.
Ironic.
Do you think I would get followers through it though?
So yeah, it was overall a pretty nothing match. I mean, they were both kind of tilted, but nothing crazy, right? During this match, GrossGoth even admits she got tilted, as we all do from time to time, because she had been going against Swifts like all day, apparently. And the worst words that she said was calling them a pussy-ass team, which is just in-game trash talk by definition. Now, Greenie took with this and ran with it. She started massively punching down on Twitter, playing the victim, even saying she called them slurs against TOS in the comments before false copyright striking the video. Look, I want to go against the grain here and try to present these situations in a non-black and white way, unlike our holy messiah, but Greenie was already being an entitled crybaby during the match, and during a lot of her matches, actually.
No, she doesn't. Bro, what the fuck is this? What is she doing? And then, is she just slugging everyone? This is so corny. Like, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Just take me, bro. This is so corny. Is she just camping the hooks? Corny. Make it acceptable to call killers losers. Yeah, she's just camping the hook, bro. Bro got absolutely looped. Look at. And now she wants to be a loser about it. She is such a loser, bro. Normalize calling killers losers, though.
Which isn't really worth crucifying someone for on their own, but it's what happened after the match where she really doubled down on it that was fucked up. After the match, GrossGoth went to stream to say GG, and they were already shit-talking her as a person in the chat, and they pretty much got immediately banned from the chat and the Discord soon after. Sadly, Greenie deleted her VOD, which is always not a great look, by the way, so I don't have it properly recorded, but I do have the chat as proof. Deleting the VOD and doing all this was already pretty cringe, but she got so butthurt over losing to Pig that she later posted it on TikTok. Yeah, she has a TikTok, it checks out, right? And painted it as if they were targeting her and her duo for some reason, alongside the shitty, unfunny ADHD edits you can expect from this type of person. All this video does is make you look incredibly insecure, by the way. With all the fake laughs and everything you're doing alongside, framing it in this one-sided way, it's just embarrassing. They show GrossGoth in the endgame chat saying GG and you didn't like my slugging build, as if it's some sort of gotcha when they didn't just immediately ban her anyways. Like, this is the worst thing she said, and this is not instigating. They're just like the standard two-faced, fake positive, fake wholesome survivor main who will throw a massive tantrum when something doesn't go their way. But at the very least, they're self-aware enough to say stuff like this.
I'm tired of, you know, being a TTV, and I gotta be nice to people.
If there's one thing in this situation I can compliment Greenie on is just like me, and unlike the wolf in sheep's clothing, she doesn't act holier than thou, and she doesn't pretend to be positive all the time. She just likes talking shit and banter, which is fine, so do I. The issue with this is when you put someone on blast who did nothing but beat you in a DVD match and say GG, who didn't instigate in any meaningful way, you get this butthurt over losing, you have to throw a tantrum on Twitter and massively punch down. In the comments of GrossGoth's video, she told all sorts of lies. Like, this stuff never actually happened, all she said was GG. It's painting it in such a black and white way, it's ridiculous. Spooks in the email refused to make a video on this because he said she instigated by saying GG in bad faith. Like, what? He said the reason why this drama started is because GrossGoth went into her chat to say GG after the endgame chat argument. He brought up that she was salt farming by slugging as Pig. This is a hilarious thing for him of all people to bring up because he has dozens of videos of people getting salty at him for sandbagging TTVs or playing Basement Bubba where he uses their salt for videos to make fun of them. And listen, I do it too, salt is funny, but to sit there on your high horse and refuse to cover the situation because of this is just hilarious. He's already following her on Twitter, so I assume he's not covering it just because he doesn't want, like, drama versus someone who actually matters. He wouldn't be stepping on ants for a change despite this inexcusable behavior that goes way outside the confines of the game. But anyways, as for the Twitter stuff, after putting this person on blast for nothing in front of tens of thousands of people, DMing people the name who asked for it, and doing the classic Survivor one-trick excuse of they had to play like that during an event. Play like what? Slugging on a D-tier killer versus your duo Swift on a Survivor-sided map and still losing? Later, she begged for a video from GrossGoth, but ironically, once the video came out, she false struck it down. So if this video goes anywhere, you'll know why, but I was able to appeal it last time, so I should be fine line against the corruption. I don't want you to harass or cancel this person unlike them. I simply want to bring attention to a smaller creator who got massively harassed over literally nothing, as well as mock this person for being such a stereotypical lolcow. Even my boy Play Gaming, who really hates me by the way, said it best in his comment. Two-Face is really the best way to describe a lot of these fake positive Survivor streamers. They're all the same, I swear. They'll act like they're having a good time and being positive, but the second something goes wrong, well, you've seen what happens. And I'm not becoming a drama channel. Unlike Spooks, I'm still able to make successful content not based around drama, and passionate, high-effort videos I love making. My next video will be a lot more fun than this, I promise you. I just had GrossGoth reach out to me after being denied by Spooks, and much like Motherwell, I wanted to shed a light on what these big cocksucker creators actually do, and how they're not as wholesome and positive as they seem. This person unironically calls others losers while rotting on DBD Twitter, tweeting hourly and streaming every day. The irony is palpable, but I'll leave it off here. It didn't work with Motherwell, but let's see if we can get this person's video back up. Because knowing the community I'm in and the David versus Goliath situations I tend to get myself into, I don't think we're gonna do it.